Hey guys, Mitch here with Super Platinum Achievement, and today we're going to talk about the best ways to play Xbox Game Pass on your phone. We've got a few different options here that we're going to talk about and dive into here in just a minute. First off, guys, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. It helps us out a ton. We really appreciate it. Also, at the end of this video, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and smash that like button, give us that big thumbs up, and don't forget to check out our giveaway playlist. We do them all the time, and we do some really big ones, so you don't want to miss out on anything we might be giving away. So diving in here, Xbox Game Pass is the new giant thing in gaming. It's taken over the world of gaming. And one of the latest additions to it is Xbox Game Pass via the cloud. You can play on your mobile device and even on your console now, as well as computer and everything else. But yeah, we're going to talk about the best ways to play Game Pass via the cloud on your phone. So first, and probably the most obvious option, is getting a phone mount for your controller. So I've got an Xbox, this is actually Xbox One controller with a phone mount. There are several different options here for these. I just grabbed this one on Amazon. It's more of a universal. It actually also works for the Amazon Luna controller, in case you're wondering. But these are simple and straightforward. So the Xbox controllers, as you probably know, will pair directly to your phone via Bluetooth. It's really simple. You just put it in pairing mode, pair to your Bluetooth. And then for these phone mounts, it fits pretty much every size of phone. I haven't found a phone yet that it won't fit, and I have probably the biggest phone on the market, being the Galaxy Note. That's not this one. This is the Galaxy S9. But anyway, all you do is you pop it in this little mount here, and then you can find where you are comfortable playing at. And they are adjustable. This one's really easy to adjust. You just push it down here, and you can move the arm. So you can go all the way forward if you want, and then you push this, and then you can lean it back. That's probably the most comfortable for most people. It's got the most centered weight, and then you play like this. Now, the big downside to playing this way is it's not really super portable. You got to have probably a case to put your controller in so it's not getting beat up if you're throwing it in your backpack, and you can't really just put it in your pocket. So not super portable, but if you're playing around the house, or if you've got it in your suitcase and you're playing in your hotel when you're going on a business trip or whatever, it's a really good option, and obviously probably the most comfortable because you're using the actual Xbox controller to play, and there's not going to be any flaws. It is Bluetooth, so you have to worry about charging both obviously your phone and having some extra batteries for the controller. And there's a little bit of latency being Bluetooth, but not really super noticeable, and it's not that bad at all. But yeah, that's a great option and probably the most comfortable, but may not be my favorite. Let's go into our next option here. Next option I've got here is the GameSir. Now this is a controller that mounts to your phone. So it's adjustable, so it works with phones. I've got the Android version here, and it's a USB-C type. So all you do, it's got the USB-C that does bend a little bit, so you don't have to worry about breaking it when you're going in. So you just open it up here, put your phone in the USB-C port, and then close it. And then boom, you're ready to go. It automatically works with your phone because it's via USB-C. You shouldn't have any issues getting it to work. It should just automatically start controlling your phone. So open up your Game Pass app and start playing. This one's cool. It comes with a little carrying case here to protect it, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about that. And it's much more portable than carrying around your controller and that mount. So you're not having to worry about folding it up and breaking anything here. It is very comfortable. I like the form factor a lot. However, the analog sticks are super dinky and they're not responsive at all. They definitely feel like third-party analog sticks. Wasn't a big fan of the dead zone on the analog sticks. The buttons all feel really nice. The triggers are a little bit too clicky for my liking. They're very, clicky like that. Not bad, they're just kind of annoying when you're clicking a lot. But it is a nice controller and has a really nice form factor, like I said, and feels really quality. I just don't like the analog sticks, and I feel like they could have done a better job there. But this is still a good option. The GameSir, you can grab this on Amazon. That's where I got mine. It's also a great looking device here, and it fits in really well. You don't have to worry about your phone falling out because it's plugged in, and the grips do a really nice job at holding it in there. But that's a great option for playing via the mobile. Let's dive into our next option. Next one we're going to talk about is the Moga from PowerA. Now, if you're a gamer like me and you have social media, your social media has probably been spammed with this at least once, talking about the Moga to play cloud via PowerA. PowerA is a big company in the gaming world as far as controllers go, so they make really good products, and this is not an exception. It's very similar to what I showed you with just mounting it to your controller, only this is a controller by PowerA, and they meant it to be designed to have this mount on here, so it's balanced a little bit differently. But same gist, you just pop your phone in this mount and you're ready to go. The controller itself is really nice. It's designed like an Xbox One controller with the analog sticks, and it is Bluetooth. It's not battery, so you don't have to worry about taking it apart to put new batteries in there. You just plug it in and recharge it, which is nice. And also, you've got some programmable back buttons here, which is really nice. So you can set those to whatever you want if you're more of a pro-style player, and they're in a really good placement as well. Also, it's got really nice rubberized grips here on the back. I like these grips a lot. It feels much more like the Forza Horizon controller for Xbox Series X, or even the Elite controller. It's very similar. Very comfortable, very close to what your normal Xbox controller is going to be, and it's very quality. I've played a lot of gaming with this one, and I like it a lot, and it's balanced very well. Also, when you're adjusting the mount, it's not as easy as that other one. It's not just push and move. You gotta tighten and loosen these screws on the side to adjust it. It gives you a little bit more freedom on where you want to move it to, but it's not as simple. Overall, it is a great option though, and it feels really nice in your hand, and it plays really well. And like I said, the controller and the weight and everything is a little bit more balanced to feel like that's how it should be when you're playing. So as far as the weight in your hands, it does feel a little bit better than when you're playing with the actual Xbox controller and then a mount just attached to that. But a great option to play mobile on Game Pass. Let's go into the next one. Next one we have here is the Rig from Nacon, or Nacon, however you say it. And this one is actually licensed by Xbox. It says Xbox on it. It's got the logos on it. It's actually got the Xbox button, which is really nice. And it's got a really nice form factor. Holding it in your hand feels nice. It feels super quality. And then like that other one we talked about, it's just adjustable with a little spring mechanism in here. The downside that I don't like about it is the grips are not the best. I don't feel like it holds my phone very well when you put it in there, because it's Bluetooth. There's no plug to really secure your phone. It's just the grips holding it, and that's it. I haven't had it actually fall out yet. We'll see. But I feel like it's just not super secure, and that if I make one wrong move, it could pop out. So I don't know. There hasn't been an issue yet. I just don't feel good about it, as I guess all I can say. But the comfort is really nice. I don't like that it's Bluetooth, because if you're going to do something like this, then that kind of ruins the point in my opinion, because otherwise you just plug it in. You don't have to worry about charging this when you're not using it. But it does feel really nice in the hand. It feels super quality. The analog sticks are really nice. They're really responsive. All the buttons are nice, except for these triggers. These triggers, I don't know what they were thinking. They are awful. They are super tight feeling. I don't know if you've played with the DualSense on PlayStation 5 and how they've got the adaptive triggers, and like if you're pulling back a bow or something, it gives you a lot of tension on that trigger, which in the right circumstance is nice. However, these have that feeling all the time. They're super tight, and it just never has a satisfying press. So a lot of games, you don't feel like you're pressing enough. You feel like you're pressing too much. It's a really weird triggers, and I absolutely hate them. The big upside to being Bluetooth, though, is that it'll work with any phone. You don't have to worry about getting the Android version or the iPhone version. So Bluetooth will work with any phone. Like I said, super comfortable, built really quality, charges with USB-C here. But those triggers are just a deal breaker for me, and I don't like it a lot, especially for the price. I'm really bummed because I was really excited about this one, and it does feel really nice. But those triggers are just the absolute worst. So let's go into what is probably my favorite way to play on mobile. And finally, my favorite way to play on mobile, you might have guessed it already, that's the Razer Kishi. Now, these are not cheap. You're going to pay anywhere from $70 to $90 on these, depending on where you can find it. Sometimes you might be able to get a little bit cheaper. And these do have the Xbox branded ones as well. I got this one that's not the Xbox branded, so it doesn't actually have the Xbox stuff on there. not a big deal. It does the exact same thing. I just don't get the Xbox logo. Whatever. But I like this one a lot. It's much more portable. It folds up like this. It's not the stretch and the spring loaded, so it doesn't feel as quality, but it is quality. It's even more quality here. So to unfold it here, you've got your little brackets. You just unclip those on the back, and then it unfolds like this. So it flops around. Not a big deal though, because your phone is not going to be that small usually. And then it's got some elastic here that you can stretch. So all you do, this is once again the Android version. It's got the USB-C plug. They do make an iPhone version as well. So you just pop this in here and then stretch it over your phone, and it's definitely secure because your phone actually goes inside that. So it's not going to pop out unless you're intentionally pulling it apart. As far as the feel go, comfort-wise, it's not the best. I prefer the comfort of the rig a little bit more, but the buttons and the way this controls and its responsiveness is amazing. All the buttons feel great. The triggers are not my favorite. The R2 and L2, they feel a little bit scratchy when you pull them. I'm not sure why. They've got a lot of tension there. Almost needs like some WD-40 in there to loosen them up. I don't know what's going on with those. They're not horrible, and you get used to them when you're playing, but they're not the best, and they feel cheap. Other than that, the analog sticks are amazing. I absolutely love the way this feels, and you can play a long time, and it's really comfortable after a while because your hand just kind of forms into how it's built, and it's great. And it tells you that you don't have to worry about charging it because it's taking your phone battery to work. So awesome option here. And the best way to play mobile, in my opinion. There is an iPhone version as well. That's the Razer Kishi, probably the most expensive option out of all these, but the best option in my opinion. So those are some awesome ways to play Game Pass via your phone. Now there is also the Backbone. I wasn't able to find one for Android. I don't know why. I just couldn't find one. Maybe they don't make one. I just don't know. I don't have an iPhone, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to try it out, but I've heard that the Backbone is a really quality product as well, and it really compares to the Razer Kishi. So if you want to try that one out, let me know what you think compared to the Razer Kishi. These are the options I have here, and I would say the Razer Kishi is my number one. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and we sure hope to see you again here at Super Platinum Achievement. We'll see you guys.